So I've decided I am gonna post weekly for YouTube instead of every couple of days. Um, Once again, I'm still getting used to this, so I guess I can let you guys know. But I want to talk about what's going on um what's happening this year for Halloween, because I know a lot of companies are starting to no longer do production, but they might start up now because China and Trump, I think they've decided they're going to drop the tariffs at least 30%, so hopefully some companies start again. Anyways, so, anyway, shout out to Awesome Alex 99, because I was watching his videos, and if you want to see the full thing, go check him out. And so anyways, what's been going on is there were two companies, one in the US called Morris Costumes. They've completely stopped production because of the tariffs. They said they don't want to sell their stuff because it's going to be too expensive. And another company is Jemmy. Now, Jemmy works with producing our inflatables that we see at Walmart for Halloween and Christmas. And so, yeah, basically, they've also stopped production because of what's going on. They're also scared that stuff that we try to get is going to be too expensive. But now that they've hopefully dropped them, we can hopefully see a change and hopefully they start production again. And then the thing for me is, since I work at Spirit, we haven't seen anything yet. And shout out to Stucky and Bud also, because that's why I see what we're getting for Halloween. And so huge shout out to them as well, because they're the ones that help me figure out what we're going to get this year. And then, of course, once I start Spirit, I'll be showing lots of behind the scenes and ISCs and this and that and other stuff. But yeah, I just want to talk about these tariffs because I know it's going to be a different year for all of us this year, especially for Halloween and I guess Christmas, because Jimmy has produced a couple animatronics. I wouldn't say they're the greatest, but there are some that are out there that don't do good. But then on the other hand, you have ones that do like really, really good and sell great. So I mean, I'm not saying that they're bad, but I'm just saying sometimes things can get a bit hard when it comes to their animatronics. But other than that, a great company. Love their inflatables. I buy at least a couple new ones each year, and then I have so much in front. Anyways, yeah, so I have like lots of inflatables in my front yard, and you'll see that popping up soon, hopefully beginning of August. You can hope to start going up a bit more. But I guess while I'm here, I can show you my ISC pieces that I have gotten from Spirit. So if anyone remembers this, the Spirit Halloween Factory, I have the front side for that. I have a couple more things from the factory, including the Carvomatic, the 0 day. This factory has worked 0 days without an injury, got that one. I even have the clipboard, and this is actually some prototypes that Spirit has done. They weren't ever going to be official, but these were like the prototypes that they did, so great job for that. And then, who remembers the Carnival last year? If you remember that from Spirit, look at this. It's like a little Easter egg. It says, brought to you by Carvomatic Jack-O-Lantern Inc. Co. So if you remember that, that's a great one. And then, this has a whole bunch of Easter eggs. This one was from the laboratory, I think. Anyways, it has the Book of Potions, the cemetery, which we had. Of course, Spirit Aquarium, which I don't think ever happened. We have the Haunted Hotel. There's more in here. Like, I think that one down there says like wharf water or something. And this is one of my pumpkin gut floorings that I got from Spirit. I have like a whole bunch of those outside right now. I have some posters, which I'm not going to show you yet, because that's going to be for my haunted house. Anyways, I have this giant spirit sign. That's what all the spirit of children, all the spirit of children little sticky things that we put on after you pay like an extra couple dollars for them, and then you put your name on it. And then this is one of our window posters that I got. And as you can tell, there's Halloween in my room because we are now 1 week past halfway to Halloween. And so, just over 1 week now. Down here, this is like my little Halloween carnival that I've decided to make. So you enter through there. There's a whole bunch of stuff going on. There's a sad clown, which is from the Mr. Gold series. If you know that clown, that's from the Mr. Gold series. Anyways, back to Halloween. And yeah, here's the bottom half. It's like a little farm. I kind of represent it as like Cobb's Adventure Park if you've ever been. And then here we have the Hocus Pocus house. We have like a spooky corn maze, giant bugs, a haunted house, another tractor ride, a lot of stuff. And so I have this sign, Happy Thanksgiving, Anyways, there's that. And here's a couple more things. I'm just going to show you my halfway to Halloween. Now, if you remember where these posters are, let me know. This was also from the factory. So that is Henry Hustle. And then over there is Mr. Howell. If you remember them, you guys have been keeping up with Spirit. I got this from Spirit when they started selling merch. Anyways. So yeah, we got this giant ghost on my ceiling. And eventually this will be covered with cobwebs and other stuff. Like I said, we're only doing halfway. We have a little ghost. Got little window things all over my animal cages. We had a little Halloween spooky tree I decided to make. Okay, and then we have one of those. It lights up, and yeah, so I'm slowly starting to produce more content slowly, just it won't be coming out as fast. I'll show you what this ghost does. If I can figure out how to turn it on. Okay, hold on. On. There we go. So yeah, it kind of just does that. It's annoying. And anyways, I got these two, which were on the Windows of Spirit for their 40th anniversary. So, yeah, anyways, that is my little talk about, I guess, Spirit, the tariffs, halfway to Halloween, and all that. In my next video, though, I will probably be outside, so tomorrow, and I'll just have to see what I'm going to be thinking of talking about. But yeah, that's it for today. Anyways, as always, these are some bugs I got. Anyways, as always, stay spooky, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Bye.